Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for joining us once again. Today, we're diving into a series of intense and eye-opening events that unfolded right here in Pattaya, Thailand. Incidents that have sparked major conversations both online and on the streets. So sit back, stay tuned, and let's get right into it. It all began when a video went viral across Thai social media platforms featuring a popular influencer known as Kong. In the clip, Kong can be seen standing on Pattaya's central beach with a friend named Pech, claiming that a man dressed in a black shirt had suddenly approached and snatched a heavy gold necklace said to be worth 50 baht of gold. The video was filled with dramatic reactions, emotional expressions, and a desperate plea to the public to help identify the so-called thief. Viewers were told to stay alert, to protect their belongings, and to report any suspicious activity. At first glance, it looked like a shocking robbery that could damage Pattaya's reputation as a safe destination for tourists. However, as comments poured in, something didn't feel right to many locals. Netizens began pointing out small inconsistencies in the behavior of the individuals in the video. Some users questioned why the camera was already filming before the necklace was taken. Others commented that the reactions looked more like performance than genuine panic. Suspicion grew rapidly, and many residents of Pattaya voiced their frustration, saying that if this was a staged act, it would unfairly paint the city in a negative light just for online engagement and views. Local reporters reached out to Pol Colonel Anek Samthong Yu from the Pattaya City Police Station to get an official statement. After conducting a preliminary investigation, Pattaya Police confirmed that the entire situation was not a real robbery at all, but rather a promotional stunt created to draw attention to a local shop. Authorities stated that such behavior is unacceptable, especially when it can mislead the public and damage the image of Pattaya internationally. The police announced that legal consequences would follow for both the influencer and the business involved. They emphasized that Pattaya welcomes creativity and tourism promotion, but not at the cost of spreading misinformation that could create fear or distrust among visitors. At the time of the police statement, officials said they had been unable to make contact with the influencer or the shop owner responsible for the stunt, but they assured the public that action would be taken and fake viral content damaging the city's reputation would no longer be tolerated. And just as the discussion around staged videos was heating up, another shocking incident struck the community, this time involving a violent domestic dispute in Pattaya. In a separate and far more serious case, local rescue units received an urgent call after a woman was reportedly attacked by her own husband during a drunken argument. The incident took place around 4 in the afternoon at a small makeshift shelter located in Soibun Sampan 14. Rescue volunteers from the Sawang Boribun Foundation, along with officers from Banglamung Police Station, rushed to the location after receiving the distress call. When they arrived, they found a 56-year-old woman, identified only as Miss S due to domestic violence policies, severely injured, with a deep slash wound on the right side of her neck. The cut was extremely dangerous, missing her windpipe by less than 2 centimeters, a difference that could have meant the loss of her life. Despite the severity of the wound, Miss S remained conscious and was able to speak. She told authorities that she and her husband, 55-year-old Mr. Somchat, had been drinking alcohol together, as they often did. During the drinking session, tension suddenly escalated. Somchat, heavily intoxicated, allegedly slapped her across the face. Her son, 27-year-old Kitisak, who witnessed the assault, intervened and pushed his stepfather away to protect his mother. According to Miss S, this moment triggered an even more violent reaction. Somchat, enraged, reportedly grabbed a large kitchen knife measuring nearly 30 centimeters in length and attempted to attack her son. In a desperate attempt to stop the fight, Miss S stepped in between them and was struck on the neck by the swinging blade. Witnesses from the neighborhood arrived just in time to separate the parties after Kitisak retaliated by punching Somchat in anger. The young man then left the scene to calm down, fearing he might lose control if he stayed any longer. Rescue workers provided immediate first aid before transporting Miss S to Pattaya Memorial Hospital, where doctors confirmed that she was expected to survive thanks to the quick response of emergency teams. Police detained Somchat on the spot, taking him into custody to sober up and await legal procedures. In his statement to authorities, he claimed the injury was accidental and that he acted in self-defense after his stepson allegedly punched him. Despite his explanation, Ms. S firmly stated her intention to press charges. She also told reporters that this was not the first time her husband had become violent when drunk, and she had reached her breaking point. This case has sparked new discussions on domestic violence awareness in Pattaya, with many locals urging stronger action and support for victims trapped in abusive situations. Meanwhile, another disturbing event occurred just hours later on Pattaya Central Road, reminding residents that road safety remains a major issue in the city. Around 3:10 in the early morning, a young woman riding a white Honda PCX motorcycle crashed into a homeless woman who was attempting to cross the busy road. The impact was severe, sending both individuals to the ground with serious injuries. Rescue personnel quickly arrived, finding the motorbike overturned with its front section completely damaged. The rider, identified as 23-year-old Miss Sarintra Sornram, had abrasions across her body and signs of head trauma. The pedestrian, a homeless woman believed to be around 40 years old, suffered critical injuries, including a fractured left leg and severe wounds on her right arm. A witness named Mr. Kung provided a clear account to authorities. He explained that he had slowed down his car to allow the pedestrian to cross safely. However, at that very moment, the motorcycle came speeding from behind, overtaking his vehicle from the left side. The rider, unable to react in time, struck the homeless woman directly. Mr. Kung immediately stopped his car and called for emergency assistance. Police officers documented the scene carefully, noting skid marks and the position of the damaged vehicle. They have launched an investigation to determine whether excessive speed or reckless overtaking was the primary cause of the accident. Locals have highlighted concerns that although Pattaya is a city filled with nightlife, tourism, and constant movement, pedestrian safety, especially for vulnerable individuals such as the homeless, is still an issue that needs urgent attention. As if that wasn't enough for one day, yet another alarming incident unfolded shortly after, involving an international tourist and a heated altercation over public behavior. Around 12:46 a.m. on Pattaya 2nd Road, rescue units responded to reports of a man found unconscious with a serious head injury. The injured individual was identified as a 52-year-old Indian tourist named Rama Krishna. Witnesses told authorities that the situation began when Mr. Krishna was seen urinating against a roadside fence near a market area. A local motorcycle taxi driver approached him and politely advised him to use the designated restroom facilities nearby, explaining that public urination was not allowed. Instead of complying, Mr. Krishna reportedly ignored the warning. The conversation then escalated when his friend allegedly began arguing aggressively with the Thai local. What started as a verbal confrontation quickly turned heated, drawing attention from nearby bystanders. According to one account, a Thai man attempted to de-escalate the situation, but the tension peaked when Mr. Krishna was pushed during the argument. He lost his balance, fell backwards, and struck his head violently on the ground, losing consciousness. However, a friend of the injured tourist gave a slightly different version of events, claiming that there were 4 Thai individuals involved, not just one. He stated that a group confronted them and that things escalated when one of the Thai men allegedly punched Mr. Krishna before the shove. Officers are reviewing CCTV footage from nearby cameras which have captured portions of the incident. The footage has already been submitted as evidence as police work to identify the assailant involved. Emergency personnel administered CPR and stabilized Mr. Krishna before rushing him to the hospital. His condition remains serious, and the incident has sparked debate on social media, with some users arguing about public behavior and respect for local rules, while others raised concerns about excessive reactions from locals during confrontations with tourists. From staged online stunts seeking attention to tragic domestic violence cases, dangerous road accidents, and cultural clashes on the streets, Pattaya has experienced a wave of intense incidents all within a short period of time. These events highlight the complex reality of a city known for its vibrant tourism, where moments of excitement and entertainment can also be accompanied by serious social challenges. As authorities continue their investigations, many residents hope that awareness, responsibility, and mutual respect will prevent such situations in the future. Thank you so much for tuning in and staying with us through this update. If you found this coverage informative, make sure to stay connected for more real stories and on-the-ground insights from Pattaya. Until next time, take care, stay aware, and, as always, thanks for watching.